All right, I like this first question. So one interesting thing, we got a bunch of international questions. Which I'm very happy about. Clearly, the people are listening to the show in different parts of the world. Clara from Slovenia wrote in, do NBA players ever feel small or insecure next to bigger players? Physically small or insecure?
JJ, I think I should let you answer that one first.
I'm trying to think about. That's an interesting question, actually.
Yeah.
I would say not insecure. I would say not insecure. There's definitely times on a basketball court where I'm like, man, I didn't realize how short this guy was, or I didn't realize just how tall this person was. But it doesn't give me a sense of insecurity. Although I will say this, I think, we're all insecure in our own ways. And over the weekend, I was at the beach and I took a picture with my buddy right after I'd gotten out of the ocean, and I put it on the gram. And because it was just like a beautiful picture of like the beach in the background, the sun was setting. It was just a moment, it was a vibe. And I had my shirt off and I captioned it dad bods, dad bods or whatever. And like, I haven't worked out in a while, and like, I'm feeling a little insecure about my body right now. So I'll admit that.
Is this a six-pack picture?
It's not really a
this
six-pack.
Is what he does, Tyrese.
It's more.
I need to find it now.
It's not a six-pack picture. It's like more like a skinny fat 8-pack.
It's a skinny fat 8-pack, dude. What are you? Tyrese, do you have any? This is already taking a weird pivot. Have you put any shirtless photos up on your Instagram?
I think I recently did. Yeah, working out in Vegas at Impact. Yeah, I think I did. I think there was a picture with my shirt off. Maybe
that's an NBA. So. That's an NBA IG special.
Yeah,
I feel like
no doubt.
Ben has one of those every 2 weeks,
especially in the summer.
Yeah.
You got to let people know you're working out, or in my case, you got to let people know you're not working out.
Right. I think to answer her question, I wouldn't say insecurity necessarily, but coming into NBA as a guy known with like a smaller frame, like getting up close to these dudes and being like, damn, yeah, he's strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the most underestimated thing is the size of the league. And but I wouldn't call it insecurity. To me, that's just like, oh, okay, like I need to lift more, but I don't think it's necessarily like me feeling insecure about myself.
I've told this story before, but there was a moment in the 2015 first round against the Spurs. Kawhi was guarding me a bunch that series, and it was like a dead ball or a free throw, and we had an exchange in the previous play, and I kind of just like walked over to him, and I can't remember what I said, but I just kind of like tapped him on his stomach, and I remember thinking to myself, I just touched a robot. Like, this motherfucker is built. He's built. He's solid.
Oh man, it's funny that you say that, because he might have been my intro to like welcome to NBA. He was like my welcome to NBA strength. Like, he was like, we played the Clippers in LA, and at this point I'm getting like, guys off the bench are guarding me, like guys like, I'm not that high up on the scouting report, and Kawhi's like, yo, I got him. And I'm like, what's going on? Okay. And so I come to get a dribble handoff, and his hand is on my hip, and I'm at the 3-point line, I think. And then I get the handoff. I look down. I'm at the logo. I'm like, I don't even know how I got out here. But I think he pushed me. It's crazy how strong these guys are.
Just a nudge. Just a
That
nudge.
is hilarious.
Making mistakes is the path to wisdom. 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 Making mistakes is the path to wisdom.
Can we rush? Can we rush? Guys, can we rush? Just push and rush.
Please,
Guys.
Rush and push.
Okay.
Making mistakes is the path to wisdom.
Tormentor.
good at all. Not good at all, especially if it's just your first date. I mean, clearly you are not a bad person, Shaver, right? But what do you know about strangers out there?
They've got a insane push, obviously, because it's fair.
Like a life hack.
Arman.
What happens in Incognito? Incognito stays there. Oh, Arman.
Mikey doesn't want to use the lasso for that kill.
Free kill.
So it's a step in the right direction, but will it solve their issues? Probably not.
Piggies. We are past Christmas, so the time of year when piggies need to be running fast is out. The slow ones are already eaten. And the gold lead still staying at 12, 13, 14k, not moving much from their quest. They still have a Luna, one of the faster farmers, but for now Falcons, they're not looking for farm, they're looking to claim the map, the last outer tower out of the way. So quest finding fights outside of their base is gonna be rough. They might be thinking about trading here, considering that there's no glyph on Falcons. This might actually be a good play from Quest.
I mean, it might be the only play, but Luna is not in position to trade, so at best they get the tower.
Yeah, Corey doing that. He started this tower, he chipped on it earlier, now he's gonna be finishing it off. Amar, deeping back, he wants to find that bug that they've had enough of Corey, and the Stampede will get used. He just turns around, tries for another Nether Blast, doesn't even use it on the Raxes, and that's still a solid play from Quest, because they do defend their own base.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna buy.
Actually, maybe they found the Nature's Prophet. There has to be a short-range swap there.
You know, it's a really OP item if one of the slowest right-click heroes in the entire game builds up a Mage Slayer.
He can throw that tree. That's it.
Yeah, well, if it gets tree volley,
yeah, it's pretty good.
I guess next item, Mags.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, let's see. Where are they headed? Chal, closest blink. That will probably be the big item that he wants to have before he takes any fight. Reality still, he's just done with his Maelstrom. He is so far behind in terms of farm miracle. The like me of this game, he's not gonna screw around with Mjolnir shenanigans anymore.
No, he
Like
wants to catch Magnus, Faceless Void before they get any BKBs. Kachal has been farming up a lot. GG's not having a good time. Sumail's been really on point with his initiation. Same goes for Stoic. How many deaths do they have combined? 13 between those two.
Yeah, I mean, it is easy targets for Tiny, for anyone in their team pretty much that encounters them. That includes the Lion. And they can all be solo killed. There are backline hidey holes in Glimmer Cape heroes at best. Chal wants to get the Harpoon dragged back. This is the downside of Harpoon. You don't deal damage. So you need to get a hit in first and then Harpoon and then drag back. Or you need to have Blink Dagger, obviously.
It's coming. It's on the courier.
That's probably your best bet at a good fight. You've got Chrono, you've got RP, you've got Mikey with the lasso. He's got his BKB now just done on the Bat Rider. Oh, they know that Mikey knows that they're gonna go for the Roche bottom in a bit.
He's already there.
He's just waiting behind the pit. His teammates are smoking towards him. Samil actually breaks the smoke. They didn't place an observer ward. Do they know how close they are? They now do. And Samil with the avalanche. That's not the target they want. Mikey wants the Oracle, and indeed he does drag the Oracle back. RP
Nice,
onto
RP.
2. Crystal Maiden ulti as well, and Samil is dead. That's so heads up from Mikey.
There is Chrono. Reality will catch him. One-time walk and we'll get him.
There we go. Dodges the
Oh!
Earth Spike as well. Miracle, can he stay alive? Of course not, because they're going for the
Charles
heavy
not
chain
done.
charge coming forward. Arman gets caught, and that is 4 kills secure. The only one not dead is Ghost, and that was just because he wasn't there.
Oh, what a play. Mikey having really good read on what's going to happen. Rest of the team places down Observer Ward to see, like, catch a glimpse of Tiny. He gets bitten by Frostbite, and then Mikey's like, okay, I need to kill one target. That's going to be Oracle. Seems like they still might want to take this fight. Not the fastest Roche, as you said, but GZ is the one who's scouting. Trying to buy a little bit time, pretty much.
Oh no, they killed GZ. Oh, whatever shall we do? Ages by. It is a bit risky to TP in the middle of the pit though, but they will be able to get out in time.
I like how Reality didn't even pick up Aegis on Faceless Void. He's like, I'm kind of useless, guys. I'm one chrono. Maybe we get the kill. And it's gonna be Kachal. He's the real carry of the team going into BKB next. Also having Lincoln Sphere. Faceless Void still needs a lot of items. I think that's his BKB needs a Mithril Hammer, but they already TP top. Let's see if he gets a read on it. He does.
And they're ready to go for the Tormentor. Both shards are pretty okay. I think the Crystal Maidens is a little bit better with the changes that they made. Because now you can farm with that stupid thing.
It's so good. Like in the middle of a fight, you can kill it with Crystal Noah, and yeah, everybody gets frostbitten.
Normally when they're that close, you're already like...
already dead.
But the plus side is you can walk into a nice creep camp, or, you know, you see a creep wave and you place it down, Crystal Nova, and you just walk away while they slowly melt in ice. I guess they freeze.
I assume so.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on these weather conditions and how H2O works, but yeah.
Even if it's not flash freezes, think you like crack and you burst in multiple pieces.
Yeah, it's like Sub-Zero. Shiva's Guard almost finished. That's gonna be big, providing vision for Mikey and also reducing some of the healing from Lone Druid, Oracle as well.
Oh,
bit of a pause.
No,
okay.
it was Kachal earlier today that always had the internet issues. So you know, this is the first time he pauses this series. That's okay. He even, like, where they had all the massive pauses and he constantly had problems was his Darkseer game. Which, I mean, he popped off that game. Just think of that game, but then without lag. Oh, it would have been
He's also
insane.
Popping off this game. He does have Skewer cooldown talent, level 15. Harpoon is the one who's holding the Aegis.
This is gonna sting.
He's ready to go.
So where we Ghost has Harpoon, Diffusal Blade. He's marking up that he wants the Aghanim Scepter next. Someone's looking to play some nasty game in. He's going to constantly be ratting, it seems, on that bear.
RMN ready to jump, so is Sumail. But this is the Aegis carrier. Gotta be careful not to toss him in the middle of your team. This is like, you know, tossing Tidehunter. Let's see. It's on to Ghost. Dead.
Aegis popped. Finger use. Chal. What? I was like,
got
they've
that
got a
Spirit
big
Bear
play coming in, but no.
Rest of the team was not ready. You could see Enigma Galaxy spreading across, making sure that they don't get hit by some big chrono or... Alright, I guess that pause that they used didn't benefit them a lot. Sometimes you lose like track of the game if the game is paused for a minute or so.
Charles like, why am I standing in mid? What am I doing here? And then, Tiny. Okay. This team, why are you standing there, buddy? They were definitely waiting for a play, but I don't think...
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, they weren't ready, but they were. It was a very weird engagement. Maybe if they like smoked around it, they could have gotten a very big jump.
The rest of the team was not ready. And Sumail will take this tower top. Also a very interesting build. After picking up Mage Slayer, is going for Yule Scepter. So I assume eventually he's going to turn that into Wind Waker to protect himself. Whoever tries to get Lasso during the Chronosphere. And also when Magnus goes for the play with Harpoon, you can easily use Yield Scepter on him before he gets a BKB. So Enigma Galaxy did stabilize the game a little bit. Jeezy, he's on the other side of the map.
Hey, sneaky beaky Pugna playing. He's got Blink Dagger now, so at least he is a bit more elusive to catch. But he's forcing
Dire's bottom tower is under
a
attack.
little bit of tower damage with the Pugna. They're really aggressively hunting it on Enigma Galaxy. It doesn't really increase their farming speed. Actually, Miracle's the one that gets spotted. And Lasso drag. Stoic is nearby, has his ulti. Will they be able to get there in time to save Miracle? No, he's just the only one left behind. His entire team is smoked up, and he's like, I want to farm some creeps here. It's a free jungle. The enemy's not going to jump me ever. They're just missing on the map completely.
Yeah, they're still not done. Jeezy might catch one, or he might get caught. It's the other way around. Stoic gonna get something done.
He does have the Harpoon drag back Samil. Spells on cooldown. Stoic does get the ulti off. RP to hold the Tiny in place. And the Skewer to get them on top of each other. Oracle dies. Samil's very close to dropping. And will drop to Kachal's chase. Ghost is bare. It's a 1v everything fight, it seems. They're just going to focus on the bear first because it's easier to kill. Crystal Maiden blown up. Ghost is next. Chronos
there's Chrono on
the Lion. And Ghost resummons his bear 10 seconds before he dies. Actually, 2 seconds before he dies even. He was dead, 100%. There was no getting out of that.
Yeah, that was... Oof. Man, nothing's going right for Enigma Galaxy, but everything's going right for Winter Bear because... they also locked down Tiny for a long period of time. Kuro used ulti on him so that he can blink out of trouble. He's not receiving damage, but Magnus took care of it. And then they catch him, blinks out like at the last second, but they still managed to get the kill with the Flame Break.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mikey is there. You know, when in fear, Mikey is here the entire time. He just manages to get the important catches. He's a really scary Batrider player. Honestly, he's a really scary everything player.
Mikey completely unlocked. 6-0-12, level 21 on Batrider, has Arcane Rune. For now, keeping Eye of the Vizier. Thinking about whether he needs a tier 3 item. Sends it back. Like, yeah, I'll just keep this. Didn't get second headband, I assume.
And Kachal still second in it with Mikey first. Reality is actually creeping up on the rest of the enemy team, which is impressive considering how his early game went. He's going for the Nullifier next. You got that Yules, I don't care. You got the other, Glimmer Capes, another Yules, I don't really care. BKB, Nullifier, you're dead. You're not going to save people in my Chrono.
I want to see some Glimmer Capes on supports. I see like drums on Crystal Maiden. Pugna has a Blink Dagger Lens, but it's a really good Glimmer game. Maybe they're thinking Oracle will dispel it, but he can't dispel it. It also gives you... Oh, Mikey, kidnapping one more.
Scooping it up, and Kuro, that's the save gone. So now they can RP and Chrono in 30 seconds, so then the Oracle will be back up, but they're so disgusting.
They're very quick, and again, Enigma Galaxy, look at their observer boards. They do have very good vision. It's just that they're not playing around their vision. There's like 4 good ops on the map right now, but they don't see them. Smoke users has been amazing so far. He shot the up 20 seconds.
Second frostbite. The creep at this point. The second hardboard takes it away. Still a little kidnapping session. He's been really good at kidnapping. I love the fact that they first drag one away and then gets close to him. Like, maybe I can possibly save him and go to play, and then half a second later, the shot comes in. Hey! Another one. It's kind of like last game with defense swap with the tiny toss.
Pretty much.
try game.
We can say that he's gonna have Ghost Center. Split push is not gonna be as effective because you have a Crystal Maiden. You can always lasso hit. I think they have very good defense. You also have fucked up the Gripify, Yule Scepter, so you can prep for it.
Honestly, it would surprise me if he actually got Yule Scepter on this hero. Yeah, that's the bear. It's just mainly the distraction during a team fight. The bear starts balling in your buildings. Luckily enough, they still have 2 tier 2 sand. You see the bear, so they expect Ghost to be here. He's actually next to his bear. And there we big stage jump comes in. Mike is looking for Kuro, gets the lasso drag, but the RP from Mitchell still goes off. They lose Kuro, the Chrono comes in, blows up Miracle on the back line, and reality is looking for Harman. Gets used up a bit of a second too late because his BKB was still going, and that is 4 kills secured. Oh yeah, the low druid bear survived, obviously, because he just got it. But that is a fight that looked like it was going to start amazing for him. Might just be the last ones of the game.
And then Kachal with the RP again. Reality, they have so many abilities to just lock them down. A lot of stuns, a lot of control. They can choose which targets they want to go for. And I'm not going to say this is it because our portal will respawn in 20 seconds, but one more fight like that, and I think they will tap out.
It is kind of terrifying. There's a fight, you have 5 Daya heroes together, and you see Mikey, pop BKB, go through all 5 of them, grab Kuro, and just run out.
He's got enough. That's one save. I'm never going to let that happen again, but this AoE slow from like Shiva's guard is just way too much. In terms of dispelling things, Miracle has no BKB. He's not even going for it. And then it's Tiny, has Yule Scepter. So it's going to be pretty difficult to just like dispel those slows off of them. Spoke from Enigma Galaxy. Shot available on Radiant side. They know that there's no chrono, no RP for 30 seconds, but it might become available if they're not fast enough. They're on the high ground like he has haste. Reality needs to back off a little bit. And he's being picked by someone. Mikey is making it out.
On the other side, tree volley spots on Mikey. He wants to go for some legs, like, where is Kuro? I doesn't spot him. We'll go for Miracles, and this time won't be able to get the Kuro catch because he lifted himself to stay alive. But the Spirit Bear is going to be the third, so it's just chilling with his entire ult. Nice 2-man stun comes out, but the RP is right up right now, so they have to disengage as fast as they can. They still lose Miracle in the process and Kuro, because of course, why not Kuro? It is a triple kill coming in for the Radiant side. That's Roche, and yeah, this I don't see them winning another fight to this stage.
Yeah, it just looks impossible. They're way too ahead. And I think Mikey, to be honest, I think he thought that our portal is because like they look pretty simple with some cosmetics and there's a lot of particles around. So he jumped in and was like, okay, I'm taking up kidnapping because he knew that the rest of the team they're ready to back him up. So Oracle he immediately used, and now Roshan belongs to Little Bear Aegis. On face his way this time.
That was a fight with an RP as well. That's, if you don't win a fight and they don't have their big 2 ultras, then yeah, there's just very little that you can do left in the game.
Also, it's very hard for them to just go on one target and kill it. Because there's going to be like some safe. There's also Solar Crest. Mikey goes in, level 24 Batrider. This is pretty nuts. Octarine as well. I go back. Now they need the TP out. Easy is here. Here comes this arm.
Mikey wants to go far. There's the field, this pop. Mikey has almost 4 games for them. They're going back in. The Lone Druid Bear got resummoned, so they don't have to care about their base anymore. And this Bat Rider is 25, so he's got a lot of damage with him.
They wanted to kill the bear first. Buybacks are coming in. They're still not done. Another Chrono in 50. But he managed to kill almost both tier 4 towers. Let's say the Turtle will use the buyback and the Fifth Void wants to close it out. They do have almost megas. Range barracks is available bottom if they want to take it. It's like they just want to end the game. Toss back. Potentially coming out.
Onto the bear and the lasso onto the Chrono. Bear's the more important one because there is Aegis at the moment. RP onto 2 by Kachal. Catches Sumil in there as well. And Sumil will drop. Reality knows he needs to just clean up the agent. That's going to be the main focus here. They have Miracle up in 5, but it doesn't matter because Enigma Galaxy is eliminated in a 2-0 faction by Winter Bear.
Lost them again. Seems like they do have their number. And the boys are playing some really good building. I gotta be honest. You know, they laning stage wise, not the greatest. Mikey's a great laner. They're off lane. Seems like safe lane seems to be, you know, missing some pieces. But after 10-minute mark, they're just moving together. All the things they're doing seem to be right. And a couple of those baits this time around, Faces Void didn't have, like Reality didn't have the best game. But the rest of the team did step up, especially Mikey. I don't think he died a single time this game. 8-0 and 27.
Great stuff coming out from him. The supports didn't get caught a couple of times, but they also made a lot of space on Stoic and Keezy in this game, just dragging the enemies away. The vision was pretty nice. Enigma Galaxy, of course, also had really good vision, but they normally, as you mentioned, placed like 4 wards towards the enemy's jungle, where they had full vision of the enemy's jungle, and then they get pushed out of the jungle, and then they have no wards on the rest of the map. So they are playing completely blind against a lasso, a chrono, and an RP skewer play that they had in their back pocket the entire time, and they use it so well. I mean, Mikey's just impressed.
So many good plays that they did in this game, like this Roshan fight where they placed down observer boards, found Tiny, then Mikey jumps in, finds Kuroki, immediately kills him. I would say Agnes also played out of his mind. He was all over the place. I'm starting to really like this game.
And that's the plus that you have if you give a little bit of extra lights to a new region. You got the Iranian players just shining bright right there in Winter Bear with the 2 Turkish supports to back them up. And yeah, I'm definitely liking to see what this team can bring to the table. I am curious if we already know who their next opponents would be.
It doesn't say in Wikipedia.
They're still in their second game. Game 1 was won by PC Quest. Game 2 is now in the lead for Team Falcons. So you can check that on the other channel. But yeah, I mean, both those teams, we already saw it earlier today. PC Quest, they had a definite struggle against Winter Bear as well. They could have easily been 2-0.
Could have. They could have been in this upper bracket finals, but
So patayin mo pero ikaw yung nagulat, idol.
Kubos. Nagkasadis kami.
Sa buko.
Snaps and maybe jams you in the hand. And speaking of cuts, dissecting tools are real dangerous.
Hello. I'm good. I'm not gonna watch Nigma, no. I'm just gonna play some pubs. Few hours.
Something that sees in my mind. Please do not fuck up my day. Everybody want a headline. I don't got nothing to say. Except I'm coming back with the freshness. You know I love making an entrance. Now, don't get defensive. Time is a matter of seconds. 1, 2, yeah. Off to see the wizard, leave the picture. Me and liquor, evil mixture, demon splitter, cleaning whiskers, CP Mr. Fisherman. Back on my shit again. Doing my own dance. Feel the rhythm, there's no hands. I tell your vision like programs. Busy living on triple digit, young old man. Y'all dead wrong. I'm upper with the echelon, so butter when the bread long. I'm going strong, my head gone, and my head gone. Yeah, floating back up on the scene. I'm saying hello. Do my thing, I'm pulling strings like Tom Morello. I keep it moving, you'll be doing.
Hello, Ozzy.
I ain't telling time, just tell you when it's up. Yep. Yeah, I'm only keeping good company. I am not talking to you if you don't have love for me. Yeah, one for you and one for me. I am not talking to you if you don't have love for me. Yeah, I mean, wow, do not touch that dial. I've waited a while, been around just like word of mouth. You won't hear me out, and I put that on my house. I'm always going overboard. I better swim before I drown. I'm like rubber with the bounce, 100 beat the count, drumming loud as thunder with the sounds. Yeah. I was younger, fuck around every summer wild. Always had it jumping at the house. Yeah, clapping for y'all. I'm into having it all. Feeling like Shaq with the calls. Stature is tall. Rolling no time with the homies. A battery pack with my dogs. Fuck with my thoughts. Having enough ain't a lot. Putting a check in the box. Straight to the top. It don't matter. Never mind the pattern when you taking no shots. Enough with the bullshit. Enough with the bullshit. Enough with the extras. Fuck up my money. I swear I've been through it.